Welcome back to PEEvisited, episode 4. Today we're going to continue reviewing. I guess you can call it a review. I don't know what you want to call this. The Downfall of One Piece, Part 1. Let's get this shit.
Named characters that matter who are after the
Also,
One Piece
you
and the
guys
Pirate King
left
title.
in
There is
between
absolutely
from last time. I hope you're at least a little bit caught up, but he didn't really say anything.
that
Alright,
matter
thanks.
who are after the One Piece and the Pirate King title. There is absolutely no structure in the story as it pertains to swordsmanship, or the concept of the world's strongest title. There aren't swordsman guilds or groups of people considered to be the strongest swordsman in the world that Zoro has to overcome in order to reach Mihawk. There aren't former or runner-ups for the title of the strongest swordsman. Zoro hasn't even met a single person like himself.
So, does that mean that there has to be those people? It's as simple as who's the strongest swordsman? Mihawk. Okay, I gotta beat Mihawk. Not really much else to it.
I mean, just
Hey, these guys also have swords. I'm gonna beat them up.
it's pretty much the idea. Because if they're strong swordsmen, they're strong swordsmen. They don't have to be a group of swords people. Yes, I'm
There's
going with
not.
swords people. There doesn't have to be a group of swords people saying that they're the best of the best, trying to take down every other swordsman. He just
Yeah,
needs to beat
what
up
would be the
swords.
point of ranking them? As long as there is a top person, that's all Zoro really needs.
I mean, it's not like he didn't fight any swordsmen that gave him a challenge. So
Too.
this is still going on the fact that he has to fight people that call himself the strongest to show that he is the strongest. So his beginning point is already so irrelevant to the actual story and character.
Under Drizz's logic, Zoro could be able to cut the world in half, but if he never fights a swordsman, then yeah, he can't achieve his dream. That's it.
Big Mom has a sword.
You right.
We can at least place Luffy amidst other pirates. We cannot do that with Zoro.
Are you sure? Cause swordsman isn't like pirate king. He's just a person that knows how to use a sword. It's a lot more broad than a king of the pirates. Also, I hope you guys heard that part.
Yeah, I did.
Isn't Sumugi? Oh, Troyan has to go. Well, all right.
That's unfortunate.
Always have to leave mid thing. Sumugi want to be the strong enough to get. Oh, you mean Tashigi? Isn't Tashigi wanting to be strong enough to get
Tashigi. Okay, yeah.
get swords from the bad people? Yeah.
She wants to get swords from bad people, which I don't know how she sees Mihawk, if it's just like, oh, he's a pirate, so he's bad, or if she would look any deeper than that. But she doesn't necessarily need to be strong. It would definitely help it, but
I guess you can technically say she's trying to be the strongest swords person, but
I mean, she'd always just steal the swords.
but where's the honor in that? No one else is competing for the world's strongest swordsman, so Hollow Dream. That's a damn good point, Rex. Why isn't anyone else trying to be the strongest swordsman? It's not like we saw a character specifically say that their swordsmanship would be bolstered.
It's not like Zoro's entire point for wanting to become the strongest swordsman is because the person he was competing with died.
And was stronger than him. Then again, we don't know why he wants to be a great swordsman before the flashback, so and so. But I'm sure we'll get to that, like with Sanji.
And it's been an ongoing issue for forever. Do you remember what Mihawk told Zoro?
兄貴返事をしてくれゾロゾロおい早く船に乗せろ薬だぶっかけろ貴様が死ぬにはまだ早い我が名はジュラキュール・ミホーク己を知り世界を知り強くなれ俺はこの先幾年月でもこの最強の座にて貴様を待つこの剣を越えてみようこの俺を超えてみようロロロはゾロ兄貴返事してくれ鷹の目のミホークにここまで言わせると
There's a lot more blood in the manga I just recently read.
It's here now, by the way. Hey, Dad.
Why isn't anyone else fighting to write a world map against Nami? I hope that isn't the point he's gonna bring up when he comes across Nami's dream. Yeah.
It might be. And it's gonna be
I
stupid.
He better not be that dumb.
However long it may take, I shall await you at the top. This statement from Mihawk implies that there are other people along the path to becoming the best, and that no matter how long it took Zoro, Mihawk wouldn't be defeated and he would remain in his strongest form, waiting for the day Zoro would show up again. In hindsight, this is nothing but a joke. Mihawk is still alive and is basically in retirement because there is no one else after him.
What?
The only time people have been after Mihawk.
What? Huh? He's the strongest.
What kind of craziness? He's
Again,
not in,
He
he's
can
not in retirement. He's
slice
uncontested.
Casually.
So if you aren't constantly doing the thing that you're good at, you're retired.
I guess that's.
Well, you saw him growing a patch of like plants, so obviously he's retired as a swordsman. He's hung up his blade and grabbed his hoe.
And grabbed his hoe. Or that joke didn't make too much sense without. Never mind.
And Perona's there too.
And a monkey.
And the mandrills. Humandrills. He's just a fine swordsman hanging out with his ghost girl and his humandrills. He's already at the top.
Is in the recent chapters with the abolishment of the warlord system.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with his title, but with the fact that the warlord system is gone and so people are after Mihawk. It has nothing to do with him being the world's strongest swordsman. Mihawk's promise to Zoro has lost its meaning because Mihawk is protecting an empty throne.
Wait, what? I mean, he's still the
Mihawk is
strongest.
protecting an empty throne. He's the one in the throne. What?
He's the kingdom, he's the king, he's the throne, he's the castle.
He hasn't been overthrown. He's not dead. No one has decided to go after Mihawk.
I mean, if he was, like, killed, that's the only way. But, well, I mean, crippled beyond repair. But apart from that, there's no way. There's nothing in the story that says he still isn't the number one swordsman.
Does Dritz want every panel of Mihawk to be him fighting some guy?
Yes, every panel must have like the number 2 and then number 3 and then number 4. Him showing him he can beat them all one-handed.
There has to be an obvious progression, apparently.
If anything, the fact that no one is fighting him is just proof that he is still the strongest. Because who's gonna fuck with Mihawk?
Oh, but he got older now, so therefore retirement.
No, you saw him eating that rice ball and reading the newspaper. That's him in retirement. Not like
I mean,
life outside of swordsmanship.
just putting this into perspective, him and Shanks were training buddies back when Shanks still had his arm. And Shanks is a...
Yonko.
Yonko, that's what they're called. So yeah,
So if he wants some progression, I guess maybe in the near, as in near, I mean like, I don't know, 8 years from now, when, Rex died. 8 years from now when Mihawk and, well, I guess not Mihawk and Shanks, but Shanks decides to fight Luffy's swordsman and they test metal, and then so on and so forth. He wouldn't be complaining now, would he? Right, Drix? Right? Wouldn't be complaining when he
Who
actually gets
knows?
to a Yonko, huh? If that's gonna happen. There.
Well,
What's
it's
the
hard to
point
judge
of
because he.
What? You said something?
Oh, I was saying, well, due to the fact that I have seen pretty much the whole video, he includes clips of like the latest Wano chapters.
Oh.
So he knows that Zoro is fighting much stronger people later down the line. I don't know why.
Why do we hear Persona
Just-
music? Oh,
Alright, let's continue.
something else.
creating a title is protecting an empty throne? What's the point of creating a title that no one cares about? What Oda has done to swordsmanship inherently questions and sullies Mihawk's own lore, because Zoro's journey is supposed to be a reflection upon his goal. If there isn't any structure or hierarchy attached to Zoro's goal, then why should we, the audience, even care about Zoro's achievements? When Zoro gets power-ups, it feels meaningless because the only goalpost for Zoro is Mihawk, no one else. The accomplishment
No one else?
But we know he's getting closer.
So he's saying that he really wants other people to be fighting for the title. I guess I can see where you're coming from, but it's not about Zoro. So
It's not about other people. It's completely binary. Either he is at the top or he is not.
I mean, it's not like we've seen other people get Mihawk's respect like Zoro has.
that Zoro does get feels small because the world of swordsmanship is small itself and unexplored. And I'll show you why. Mihawk claimed to have the best black blade in the world, but considering that there are only 2 black blades that we know of to have ever existed, it doesn't seem too difficult or special a feat for Mihawk to have the best if there are only 2.
What?
That's just focusing on vocabulary for no reason.
Oh, I can spin it like this. Since we only seen 2 black blades, I wonder how special those 2 black blades are? Question mark. One of them was a little bit attached to the greatest person in all of Wano history. Okay, maybe not the greatest person of all of Wano history, but a very, very strong swordsman of Wano. And the second one is titled and obtained by the strongest swordsman. So, I can say, no. These things are pretty good. Or at least notable swords.
And to make matters worse, no one else in the story is aiming to get a black blade. Nobody.
Nobody, you say. Well, that's just
Yep.
wrong.
There are no other swordsmen.
Just completely wrong. It's not like an entire character arc is centered around one person wanting all the legendary swords. Yeah. Wrong thing.